Today I thought I would share some tips on how I stay productive. So tip number one, which I think is the most important one, is to have a routine. I've been struggling a bit lately with staying productive because I haven't had a set routine to follow, and because I'm not working at the moment, I have nothing to structure my day around. So every morning I wake up and I write down a list of things that I want to achieve for the day. If you don't like writing stuff down, there's also a lot of apps that you can get on your phone. I have a few and they send me reminders throughout the day for different things on my to-do list, and I'm definitely a lot more productive earlier on in the day than at night time. So I prioritize my stuff so I get all the important stuff out of the way first, and then I can relax in the evenings. So I definitely think having a routine during this time is really important to keep ourselves doing the same habits that we were before quarantine. So tip number two is to make your bed and have a clean space. I find that when my room is clean, my head feels clean, like my mind is much more organized and clear. I always wake up and the first thing I do is make my bed. I find that just sets the tone for the day and helps me feel fresh. Because I've had so much spare time, I basically had a big cleanup of my room, and now I feel like my life's a lot more put together. But yeah, I think having a clean space really helps me personally stay a lot more productive. Tip number three is to not touch your phone in the morning. So normally I used to wake up and then roll over and go on my phone straight away, and I would be scrolling through for like half an hour and I would waste a lot of the morning. Lately I don't touch my phone in the morning. I just wake up, I get up, I wash my face, I go do a workout, and it's like a little mini digital detox, and I find it's really been helping me lately with just feeling fresher in the morning. So tip number four would be to stay active. I personally like to do my workout first thing in the morning because I make too many excuses in the evening and I don't get it done, and it gets my endorphins flowing and I feel really good. I think it's really important that you find workouts that you enjoy so that it doesn't feel like a chore. So if you don't like going for runs or anything, you can also look up YouTube videos and find things that you do like, even yoga flows or Zumba, which could be fun. You can also go for walks if you're allowed to, play sport, go for a bike ride, just stuff like that. Just find something you enjoy so that you don't dread it. Tip number five is to wake up at the same time every day. So I've just started to do this, and I've been setting my alarm for the same time every morning so that I get myself into a more consistent routine. I think the same thing applies for when you want to go to sleep. So I've been sleeping anywhere between 11 and 2 a.m. and it's not good because then I wake up at random times. So I personally need to work on that, and I'm going to start going to sleep at the same time and then waking up at the same time every day, and then I can get myself into better habits. Another tip is, if you're working from home, try to separate your work life from your home life. I find that it's really important to keep them separate. So both Mum and I have a separate area, like a desk space where we only do work. So when I'm sitting at that desk, it's go time, and I know that when I'm sitting there, it's time to focus and, you know, stay on track. Whereas if I'm doing work in my bed, I'm more likely to get distracted. Even though the circumstances aren't great at the moment, I think one of the good things that can come out of this is that if you're like me and you're not working from home, you have a lot more free time to focus on some other goals that you want to achieve. So for me, I've signed up to some free courses, and I'm learning Japanese, which is fun. And I'm also trying to teach myself how to do the middle splits, get my chin-ups, and I'm trying to do as much as I can with the free time that I have. Thank you so much for watching. I hope some of these tips were helpful for you. And remember to look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.